Hi friends, so today we're going to read It's Mine by Lionni. Now he's the author and the illustrator. So the author is the one that writes all the words in the book and the illustrator is the one that draws all the pictures. And this one, I think he actually painted the pictures. So let's read it. It's about, what's our theme this week? It's about frogs. All right, it's mine. In the middle of the rainbow pond, there was a small island. Small pebbles lined its beaches, and it was covered with ferns and leafy weeds. See those? On the island lived 3 quarrelsome frogs, quarrelsome meaning they used to fight all the time, named Milton, Rupert, and Lydia. They quarreled and quibbled from dusk to dawn, which means they were fighting all the time. How do you think they were fighting? Stay out of the pond, yelled Milton. The water's mine. Oh, that's not nice. Get off the island, said Rupert. The earth is mine. Huh. The air's mine, screamed Lydia as she leaped to catch a butterfly. And so that's how it went on. So that's not fair. They're not sharing. Everything's theirs. That's not nice. Oh, here we go, this guy. One day, a large toad appeared before them. I live on the other side of the island, said the toad, but I can hear you shouting. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine, all day long. There's no peace because of your endless bickering. Bickering is another word for fighting. You can't go on like this. With the toad slowly turned around and he hopped away into the weeds. Look at the toad. You see how different the toad is from the frog? See, he's a little lighter and he's lumpy and he's shorter legs. The frogs have long legs. They're a little bit smaller. No sooner had he left, Milton ran off with a large worm. The others hopped after them. Worms are for everyone, they cried. But Milton croaked defiantly. Nope, not this one. This one's mine. Huh. Not good sharers. Suddenly, the sky darkened and a rumble of the distant thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air and the water started to turn to mud. The island grew smaller and smaller as it swallowed up by the rising flood. The frogs were getting scared. Uh-oh. Desperately, they clung to a few slippery stones while the water was rising. But soon, those began to disappear as well. Oh. There was only one rock left, and there the frogs huddled, trembling, cold, and fearful. But they felt better now that they were all together, sharing the same fears and hopes. Little by little, the flood subsided, which means it went out a little bit. The rain fell gently and then stopped altogether. But look, the large rock that had saved them was no rock at all. You saved us, shouted the frog when they recognized the toad. See, they all shared the toad. The next day, the water was clear. Sunrise chased silver minnows on the sandy beaches of the pond. Suddenly, the frogs jumped in and side by side, they all swam around the island. Oh, I think they're sharing now. They leapt together after a swarm of butterflies that filled the air. And later, they rested in the weeds, and they felt happy in a way they never felt before. You know why they were happy? They were happy because they were all playing together. It's more fun to play with friends than to play by ourselves, right? Yeah. Isn't it peaceful, said Milton. And isn't it beautiful, said Rupert. Oh, and do you know what else, said Lydia. No, what? The others asked. It's ours, they said. The end. So in the story, the frogs all had their own thing. Milton had the water, Rupert had the air, and Lydia had the land. They all had their own little thing. So why do you think they were so unhappy? Because they weren't sharing. And the best thing you can do is share with your friends, because you saw when they were all playing together, they all had fun. But when they weren't playing together, they were yelling and screaming and fighting all the time. They were upsetting the toad. So after reading the story, I want you guys to think about it. What's the best thing to do? Do we say that's mine, that's mine, that's mine? Or do we share what we have? Because when we share, we're happier. All right, friends, I'll see you later. I miss you.